Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Hawksness here, back with another COD mobile video. Now today I'm going to be showing you guys how to rank up fast. Now you guys can currently actually see my rank in Call of Duty Mobile. Currently I am Master 2, which is I think 3 ranks away from the maximum rank that you can actually get. Now I know I'm not the highest rank, but I also started playing ranked like a lot just like a week ago. I think I started out like basically at the very beginning. I was like a rookie, and then within about a week of playing, just a couple hours a day, I am now Master 2, and in a couple days I'll be the highest rank that you can possibly be. Now, I have a lot of tips on how I did this and how you can rank up super fast, and obviously one of the biggest issues with ranking is finding good players to play with. But there is actually an app that can help you guys do this, and I'm going to explain it. So before we move on, I just wanted to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by that application, Clan HQ. If you guys are wondering what Clan HQ is, essentially it's an application that helps you find players to play with, and it also allows you to create or join a clan. So I have actually created a clan. If you guys want to join that, it's called The Nest on the screen right now. I'll show you guys what it looks like. The invite link will be down below, or if you just go in the application and press the clan section and then look up The Nest, you'll be able to apply. I'll let you in, and then I like to play games with people within the clan, and in the video I'll actually show you guys a game that I caught with some of the players inside of the clan, just so you guys can see there's actually some really good players in the clan currently. But yeah, so I'll actually talk about how you can use this clan to rank up really well. But obviously, if you guys just join it, you can join with me. I'll be playing with a lot of people, trying to rank with a lot of you guys. So if you guys want to play with me, rank up, stuff like that, make sure to join my clan. Also, another really cool feature of it is the matchmaking feature. I actually made a post on my Instagram story showing how I use this. In the very first game that I used using the matchmaking feature within Clan HQ, I was able to get a dub with the guys. I'm pretty sure it was a ranked game too. So literally all we had to do was just, I pressed the matchmaking feature on Clan HQ. It found a couple players to play with. We got in a group chat together. I added them, they added me, we played together, and we won a couple games. So it's really as simple as that. You just download the game and you're good to go. You get going. You can find a bunch of players. You can put in like your rank and all that, and the game will actually find players close to your rank. And yeah, so here's actually the very first game that I played with people inside of my clan. We decided to play a ranked game together against a bunch of really high tier players, and we were able to get this win. So go ahead and show you guys that gameplay trimmed down to just a couple of the kills or whatever, and then I'll go ahead and cut to the part where I explain the best techniques for winning as many ranked games as possible and ranking up as fast as possible. Okay, slow. Guy right here. Got that guy. We're gonna try to get an angle from this window. This is always...
Cover me, reloading.
UAV online.
It's like a... Got him. Guys, he hopped down. Yep. Oh, dude, we're smacking these guys. Oh, I got the double. Okay, ooh. I didn't draw it back quite in time to not die, but locked down there. Just let me get this guy. Yeah. Oh, bro, I didn't get that guy. I have this guy right here. I have no shots. Got him. That's the last kill too. Let's go, dude. First game with the clan. So there we go. We got John Paul coming out with the carry, dude. Good stuff. But yeah, so Clan HQ is basically just your one-stop shop for actually finding new players to play with, for finding really good players to play with, or if you want to play with me, you want to play with friends, whatever it is. Clan HQ is basically a really good app to communicate. You can just hop on the app and be like, yo, anyone want to play? Also, once again, if you guys want to join my clan, you can. The link will be down below, or you just look up The Nest on Clan HQ. So obviously, Clan HQ is a really good tool for actually ranking up, but there are a couple other tips I want to give you guys to rank up in COD Mobile. Number one is, obviously, as I was saying before, find a really good team to play with, and this is just going to help you win more games, be more consistent, get comfortable playing with each other and things like that, and Clan HQ is a huge tool for that. And then number two is, if you're in the Domination or Search and Destroy game mode, make sure you're communicating. Communication is going to be really big. So a couple good tips I have for actually winning a Domination game is, number one, if your team ever kills 3 people, your whole team should just converge on the B point. So basically I'm saying, if the other team has 3 people dead, they only have 2 alive, then you should go get get on that B point immediately if you don't already have it. That's a really good technique if you just memorize that, tell your teammates to do that. Just anytime they see the kill feed have 3 enemy players dead, basically, then just go ahead and hop on the B point, and there's a good chance you'll get it. So throwing down a shield or a trophy system will also help make sure that you don't get shot or exploded or anything like that. So that's really helpful also in domination. In S&D, I highly recommend if you're on defense, just play slow. Most of the time, even on offense, just play slow. You don't have to really rush at the beginning of the game. Make sure your team is aware of where everyone is. Make sure you guys are watching each other's angles. So that's what I'm saying. Communication is really key. And then also what's really cool is in Clan HQ, there's actually a call feature. So when you build a team, you can just go ahead and get in a call together and then hop in the game and play. So that's a really cool feature that can make sure like you and your team are all able to communicate. Another rank tip is that obviously you want to get a lot of kills, because the more kills you have, the more points you'll actually get towards the ranking. But you want to keep in mind the most important thing is winning. If you lose, you will lose a lot of points. If you win, you gain a good amount of points depending on how many kills you got. So you don't want to risk losing. If you start like trying to get a ton of kills and you keep dying, it's not worth it. Just your main focus is to stay alive and win the game. Don't focus on kills. Just let the kills come to you. That's one of the best advice I can give. If I ever notice I'm doing bad, it's because I'm rushing people trying to get loads of kills. That's not good. You want to kind of play slow. And I mean this in search and destroy specifically. In domination, you kind of play like middle and like slow and fast. In TDM, you're mainly playing fast. You're just trying to kill people. Obviously, you want to stay alive and not die very much, but your main goal is to kill people. Whereas domination is more strategical, and search and destroy is really, really strategical. Another tip is get a lot of people you're comfortable playing with, because obviously you're not going to be able to play with the same 5 people all the time. Sometimes people are asleep, they have to go to school, they have to go to work, whatever it is. You want to have a lot of people you're able to play with, and once again, Clan HQ is going to be great. If you get in a clan with like 20 people, you always have a ton of people you can play with. So make sure to create your own clan, invite a ton of people you like playing with. That way you're able to communicate, because the in-game chat is not great. So I would just recommend using Clan HQ to communicate as much as possible. My final tip is before you go into ranked, do a couple warm-up games in public matches. So when I say public matches, I just mean like go to multiplayer, go to core or featured, and just play like a hard point, play some gun game, play some frontline TDM, whatever it is. Just do something to really warm up your gun skill. You don't want to hop right into ranked your very first game on, because you're not going to be warmed up, you're not going to be hitting your shots, things like that. You want to make sure you're warmed up and ready to go and get into the game. Okay, and my final tip is do not let yourself tilt. Now, I actually struggle with this, and when I say tilt, I mean like don't get mad, because getting mad is going to be one of the worst things you can do in the game, especially if you start venting your anger and frustration on your teammates. What you need to do is when you start doing bad, evaluate why you're doing bad, and if your team is doing bad, maybe like gently be like, hey guys, like we need to stop rushing, let's slow down. You need to be like a authority figure and help your team and be a captain if you need to, and don't piss them off. If you guys know what I'm saying, you want to make sure that you and your team are connected and making decisions together and just on the same page, and you're going to be winning a lot of games doing that. But if you are starting to get tilted and your team is fighting in the middle of a game, then your mind isn't focused on the game. It's instead focused on arguing and looking at other players and how they're doing bad and stuff like that. You don't want to do that. You want to be focused on what you're doing wrong, and if your team is doing something wrong, then and you see that, then just be like, hey, like this is what we got to do. Try to keep it calm. There's a lot more I could go into this. This is like a coaching strategy. There's things like that, which we're not going to get into. But the main thing I'm trying to explain to you is just basically don't get mad, don't tilt, focus on what you're doing, and just try to improve constantly. Always look at what you're doing wrong and try to not do it ever again, basically. Also, at the end of the game, if someone is doing bad and they've lost like 2 or 3 games, you honestly just got to say, hey, you're not doing great right now. Is it okay if like you just step back and we pick someone else up? Hopefully they don't get pissed. If they do get pissed, then they're probably not a very good teammate, because they are holding you back if they are consistently doing bad. So maybe let them hop off, take a break, come back later and play, whatever it is. But if someone's doing really bad on your team consistently, don't be afraid to kick them. A lot of people lose a ton of points because they just have a really bad team. Like you could be carrying and have players doing really bad. Sometimes you just got to kick them out and pick up new players. Like that's just how it is. That's how all the really high ranks do it. They just go ahead and pick up good players and just win games and things like that. Also, the last thing is if you are facing hackers, still try your best. I've had a couple wins against hackers. I know a ton of people have still won against hackers. It is unfortunate, and hopefully COD Mobile fixes this issue soon. But as of right now, if you get matched up against a hacker, as far as I know, there's nothing you can do except just play the game out and hope you win. If you back out, you'll lose 30 points. But if you do pretty good and you lose, then you could lose like 20 points or 15 points, depending on how good you do. So just try to do the best you can so you don't lose that many points in a unfortunate situation like that. Okay, so that is it for my tips and tricks on how to rank up fast. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to get Clan HQ, because that is going to be a massive asset for actually ranking up. And yeah, once again, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and a sub below, and I'm out, guys. Later.